No worries, JJ. It's only the most anticipated film of all time. You got this. Here's 5 things you might want to know before you see Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
You know, it might have felt silly to be going back and playing a character that you played 40 years ago, but it didn't.
It's here! The day has finally arrived. Star Wars: The Force Awakens heading to theaters. We get to revisit Han and Leia and Luke and some new friends as well in the years following the return of the Jedi, following them as they battle another galaxy threat in the Wars of the Stars. Can JJ pull it off? Is it possible for this movie to live up to the hype? Let's find out with some things you might want to know. Number 1, everybody just calm down. It's a movie, all right? Now, I'm not saying Star Wars isn't a big movie or there isn't reason to love the property. I'm just saying the hype has gone a little bit too far, and if you dial your expectations back a little bit, you'll probably be in good sorts. There are going to be a lot of people losing their minds, telling you how amazing this movie is going to be. You just watch it and decide for yourself. Now I'm about to lose my mind and tell you how amazing this movie is going to be. And let's start here. Number 2, J.J. Abrams, the perfect director to bring us back into the world of Star Wars. The way he tells simple stories with complex emotions allows him to take us through a story that is easy to understand and yet feel very deeply for these characters and their relationships. He's really, really good at that. He's also really good at action. He understands where those beats are supposed to be, how to take an audience into an action scene exactly when they need it, when they're ready for another one, to not overload the audience with too much action, but not pull so far back that they're kind of itching to see it. So it's that perfect balance there as well. And J.J. Abrams, perfect choice to direct this, and I think he does a phenomenal job. The other thing that J.J. does really well, aside from nailing the storytelling tone, he nails the nostalgia factor in this, and that's number 3. This movie feels like an old school Star Wars movie. From the practical effects, from the characters we know and love from those first movies, from the way he moves us in and out of the dialogue and into the scenes, from that opening crawl, from the John Williams score. You just feel like you're in a Star Wars movie. You feel like you're a kid again watching lightsabers and battles in space, and he nails that old school feel in a way that I think will leave fans, old and new alike, very, very satisfied. Not only does he nail the tone and the nostalgia factor, he also nails the humor, and that's number 4. This is a really funny movie, and not funny in a cheap and easy kind of way, funny in a clever and story kind of way, where the humor is almost meaningful, and that makes it even a little bit deeper. Now, sure, there are those audience winks where, you know, a line is said that you know is coming at some point, and inside jokes, but they're kind of far and few between here, and I like that. I'm done with kind of the winking to the audience thing. When it's done here, I think it's done well, and it's kind of kept in the background. The real funny stuff in this is new stuff, is fresh stuff, and I love that. Speaking of fresh and new, let's get to number 5, possibly my favorite thing about Star Wars: The Force Awakens, the new cast. Oh my goodness, they are good. Daisy Ridley is perfect with this new kind of young feminism in this role. I thought it was wonderful. Boyega's great. His charm and humor is perfect. Oscar Isaac is wonderful in this. Adam Driver is really intense and phenomenal. BB-8 is great. I mean, down the line, you're going to fall in love with this new cast. At least I did. In fact, what I'm telling people is you may go to this movie to see the old cast do their thing. You will come away from this movie more excited to see what this new cast does next. They are that good. Overall, Star Wars: The Force Awakens is almost perfect. JJ nails the tone, he nails the old school, he nails the humor, he nails the action. Best of all, he just gets it right. It feels like a Star Wars movie that you want to see, that you're excited to see again, and that you can't wait to revisit. I give it a solid A. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. Got plenty of more you can check out here at the channel. A best ever challenge, by the way, coming up here in a bit. You don't want to miss that. Click on the cards up here if you want to find out about more videos that have happened here, how to subscribe, how to go to the website, I should say, yourmoviefriend.com. Also just type that into your computer if you want. Also how to support the channel if you would like to do that, all by clicking on the cards up in this corner. Also, if you do Periscope, you might want to follow me on Periscope. I'm Aaron Dicer, Aarondicer. I Periscope after I come out of every movie. Love having those conversations with you, finding out what you want to know about a film. Actually kind of helps inform these little reviews that I do. And then subscribe to the podcast, SiftPop, SiftPop, iTunes, Stitcher, wherever you do podcasts. Great little fun thing we do with movies, pop culture. We have a great time, so you might want to subscribe to that as well. All right, on to the best ever challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify my choice. What is the best movie ever with the word star in the title? Now, it doesn't have to be, it can just be those letters in another word. Get creative, feel free. S-T-A-R, somewhere in the movie title. What's the best movie ever? For mine is the one that insinuated that the pyramids may have had a little bit to do with interstellar travel. Take a guess at mine in the comments. Leave yours there as well. And as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit the subscribe button. Just click the logo right down in this corner. You'll never miss another review from your movie friend.